Hey guys, Papa Dude here. Let's talk about some insulation. Now I know that this is going to be a controversial topic, but as we started to build a barn dough, everybody, I mean everybody that we talked to said foam spray in insulation. Is that what you're going to do? Are you going to foam spray this thing? And it got me thinking and it got me looking, and here's what I found out. I got quotes on foam insulation sprayed in these builds. One was 12,000, one was 15,000. As I factored that out over the time frame of use of this house, it was going to take me about 15 years for the payback to break even on the money that would be spent on the insulation, on the savings for power. Didn't make sense to me, so I did a little more looking. As I researched it some more, I found out that the foam insulation was going to seal the house so tight that it would require me to put an additional fresh air return so that it was pulling air from the outside in to be able to push fresh air into the house because the house would be sealed so tight. That again is another incurred cost on this system. It would have lengthened the payback of the insulation value. I mentioned in one of my other videos that insulation is something that anybody can do, and it's pretty simple. It's a straightforward process, no special tools, anything like that. I do recommend long sleeve shirts, but here's what we found out. I got a quote for putting in insulation in our house here, and it was going to be about $5,000 to $6,000 to have it put in by a professional contractor that would come in and do it themselves. So what we did was we looked at the product, we got the product. I'm in this both of our builds, the house that I just completed and now in my parents' house. We're sitting about $1,500 in materials. Took us about a weekend to put it up and a couple evenings, a little bit of itching, actually a lot of itching, and a lot of sweating, but it's been done. So 1,500 bucks versus 5,000 or 15,000. You make the decision for you. This is what we decided to do. All that being the case, here's what we decided to do. We said we're going to just go ahead and put in regular batt insulation. One, because of the cost savings, but also because we've already got a house wrap on these shells that we put up. So we didn't need a whole lot, but what we put in ends up being over what code calls for. So we are almost double insulated as we move forward. So here's what I can tell you. After we've been in our house about 2 months now, I've been watching with the thermostat that I've got. It sends me links to my phone so that I can watch runtime on things. And my thermostat set at 73 degrees for our house. We're averaging right now, temperatures are in the 80s and 90s here in South Carolina. I'm averaging 5 to 6 hours of runtime a day on my HVAC system. Now, what I put in was a central system that runs off of a mini split. So it's a very efficient system. So only for it to run 5 to 6 hours, we are still saving a ton on energy. What we ended up with by doing it this way is our walls are 24 R24 value and our ceiling is R32 value. Code calls for 30 on the ceilings and 13 on the walls. So we're almost double insulated on the walls all the way around, and we're over insulated on the ceilings. Those air gaps help us a little bit, and the products that we use once we put up help us a little bit more. But these buildings are sealed up tight. We're in good shape. I don't think we have anything to worry about. Now, I know this can be a controversial topic. I'm not saying that this is what everybody should do. This is what we chose to do. But I'd like to see your comments.